These apple hand pies are very, very delicious and easy to carry around. If you like an apple pie, this is an apple pie in your hands. Kids love them, adults love them, and as part of my apple series, this will be my final video. I already have an apple crisp or apple crumble video, and I'm gonna link to that below. But for today, we're gonna be making an apple pie. And if you want to see how I made it, please keep watching. So for this video, I'm just going to be focusing on the butter crust. That's the dough, the apple pie dough or the hand pie dough. That's what we're going to be making here. And in the next video, I will show you how I made the filling. The recipe for this dough and everything I use is going to be, there's a link in the description that you can check to see the recipe. So just check there. Very, very easy, straightforward ingredients, just 4 ingredients. But you want to make sure that you do a few things. Now, the butter you're going to use has to be frozen. Mine was in the freezer for about 2 days, and I just grate them in there. Some people use their fingers to sort of melt the butter into the flour, but you're not going to get the flakiness that is known with, the apple hand pie or even apple pie, that flaky crust. You won't get that if your butter melts into the flour. So you want them to still be solid, but in like little tiny pieces, just like the grater is helping us do there. So once you have grated everything, you're going to use a fork to combine with cold water. Again, make sure you check the description box for the link to the recipe and the quantities. So everything has to be cold. The butter, the water, it all has to be cold so that the butter doesn't melt. What you're trying to do is to make sure that the butter remains solid, and when it bakes, it creates this, like air pockets within the flour and makes everything really, really crispy and flaky. Now, you don't want to knead this like you would a yeast dough. What you're just trying to do is to put your flour and butter together. You're going to use the least amount of water that you need. So as you can see, I felt like I needed some more water, so I added, and then I just kept pressing the dough together until it formed a ball. So you're going to do this for a while, maybe like 4 to 5 minutes. If you still have some dry parts and you think you need some water, go ahead and add. Other things also affect your dough, including the humidity in the air, depending on which part of the world you are in. If you're in a place where it's winter, you probably will need more water. So just feel the dough and see, and you decide where you want to go with it. So after that, you put it into a bowl, just wrap with a cling film like this and stick it in the freezer for about an hour. This dough needs to be cold before you roll it out and make your hand pies. So my dough was in the freezer for about an hour, and then rolling it out is a little bit tricky. It's not the easiest dough to work with, I will definitely tell you that, but just do what you can to get your dough rolled out evenly like this. And then you can see that I'm using my knife there. If you have a dough scraper, that would be better. I was doing that to kind of lift the dough up because it's stuck. Yes, and I'll tell you more about this when you see the video for the filling. So yeah, that's it basically for the dough. It's a very easy dough, but it could be a little bit tricky in its handling. But you can see the ingredients were very few, and this came out really good when they were baked. Very delicious, flaky, and nice. This is a dough you can also use for like meat pies or other kinds of pies. Basically, Nigeria would typically have meat pies, chicken pies, and things like that. But basically, a pie, you can put anything you want in it: fruits, veggies, meat, and all that. So yeah, these are my apple hand pies, and they were really good. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.